We're here for the kickoff of DAZN in the USA. DAZN is a video streaming service dedicated to sports that provides fans with access to events both live and on demand.
We're here with a man who is going to revolutionize boxing and the combat sports in the United States without stepping into the ring. How about that? James Rushton.
Good to see you. You want to see me try and step into a ring, I can tell you that much.
Well, there are roles for different people.
Exactly.
And I'll start off with the hard stuff.
Yeah, sure.
We are talking right the day after Amazon's Prime Day, their website crashed.
Yep.
We saw YouTube TV have problems during the World Cup and the NBA Finals and having to give refunds. And we also saw DAZN in Canada having problems that I know you've talked about with the NFL. You're coming into the United States with a crumbling infrastructure. In New York City, the internet connections are just, the providers are awful. These are the worst companies, the most hated companies in America are these providers. Yet you're going to be providing just streaming services. How are you going to approach these challenges? Because you know, if somebody signs up for this and they're watching a fight and they're going, yeah, it goes out, or any other sporting event that you're going to have, people are just going to say, the hell with it.
Something that we are very aware of, 100%. We have to be as rock solid as traditional linear television, cable or satellite. And it is, as you said, an area that is every month there's new technologies to improve the quality of streaming. What we've done over the past 12 months, without getting too technical, in light of some of the challenges that we had in Canada at the start, we've really focused on making sure that our minimum video quality is as small as possible. So actually, 12 months ago, to be able to get like a HD stream of DAZN, you need to have probably a 3.5, 4 megabits connection in your home or on your phone. We now reduced that to less than 2 megabits per second. So
it would be DSL.
Sorry?
It would be DSL.
Sorry, I don't understand. Sorry.
Connection would be DSL.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So the idea is that actually you don't need a super fast, super connected broadband to be able to view DAZN in a good quality HD stream. Saying that, the technology is developing. We are a live streaming service, and can I hand on heart say to you that DAZN, even in this market or any other market, will never have any rebuffering issues? Of course not, because like you said, you know, YouTube, Facebook, Amazon occasionally all have challenges. What I can promise you that is that if we ever do have any challenges, we deal with it openly, we deal with it positively, we don't try and hide behind tech jargon. We fix it as soon as possible and we move on. And that's what we tried to do in Canada. Canada was challenging for various reasons. We didn't try to hide away from that. We got out in front of it and said, listen, we screwed up, we're going to fix it. And hopefully the fans in Canada appreciated that. And I'm looking forward to relaunching Canada actually this August and September with our NFL rights and our Champions League soccer rights in Canada.
Now you're going to be starting in September in the U.S. What's the actual date people can sign up? Because you have September 22nd, Joshua and Povetkin. You know, an hour before that fight, you can have a whole rush of people.
Don't worry about that. So we launched on September the 10th. So people will be able to download the product on the App Store or on their TVs or on their Xbox, PlayStation, their Roku box from September the 10th.
Just good old laptops.
Or good old laptops, exactly, yeah. But listen, I'm not concerned about people coming in the last 10 minutes to watch the fight. We've done a lot of big fights from around the world. We were the exclusive broadcaster of Mayweather McGregor in Germany that did a bunch of buys all in the last minute. We're the exclusive broadcaster of Italian soccer rights in Italy on a Saturday night. So the work has been done to make sure that we are.
Serie A.
That's right, Serie A. So we're launching in Italy in about 3 weeks' time, and DAZN is the exclusive broadcast of 3 matches of the local soccer league Serie A, including their prime time game on a Saturday night. So we're going to get millions of Italians tuning in every Saturday night into DAZN. So from a scalability point of view, I'm very confident that we've got the scalability to handle any big fights here.
If people don't know, what you're doing in Italy is maybe roughly equivalent to having Major League Baseball in the United States.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, soccer in Italy is as big as the NFL and the NBA, and we've effectively bought the equivalent of the Thursday night football package of NFL in Italy in terms of the soccer rights. So it's a big set of rights.
Now in America, it's so far been announced September 22nd, which will be the Joshua Povetkin fight. That'll be in the UK on Sky Sports box office. September 29th is a Bellator MMA show.
That's right.
Other than boxing and MMA, what is going to be on DAZN in the United States in the beginning?
Well, to be honest, not a lot. We are launching primarily as a fight sports service to begin with, saying that we are, in other markets, we are a multi-sport service. You know, in Germany we have pretty much every single soccer league you can think of. We have the NBA, the NFL. So we are very keen to stress that we're going to be broadening our church, so to speak, and bringing in a lot more than fight sports. But to launch with, we're not sort of trying to hide away from it. We're not ashamed, and we're very proud that we're going to be primarily a fight sports service, and the majority of content you'll be able to watch on DAZN will be fight sports. That'll be live, on demand, catch-up content. We're investing a lot in original programming right now. John Skipper's having a huge influence on that, about what type of original programming we want to create, but mainly it will be around the fight sports.
Now, in terms of archiving, how long are you going to archive these fights? Because one thing about the fight sports that's different from most other sports is that even when people know the result, they want to watch the fight over and over and over again. If you have a baseball game, just for an American example, you know the score. There's another game you might not want to watch it, unless you didn't know what happened.
Well, this is the beauty, I guess, with how we're working with Bellator and with Matchroom in terms of the fights and the shows that we're putting on. So the shows that we're putting on ourselves in the US with Matchroom and the shows we're putting on with Bellator, they're our shows. They're our IP. They can stay on the service forever. Obviously, there'll be other rights restrictions for the Matchroom's UK shows or the Bellator shows that are on the other platforms. For the stuff that we create, if fans want to watch it, they'll be able to watch it.
Now, if you've been asked about the name DAZN, also, where it comes from, how do you say it? Right, when I first saw it a while ago, I thought it was DAZN or something like that.
I mean, listen, it comes from the idea of being in the zone. If you're watching sport, playing sport, being in the zone, DAZN. Listen, we quite like the intrigue it creates. It's a talking point. Obviously, we're going to have some fun with it in some of the marketing that we're going to be doing with our personalities and our ambassadors. We're going to try and have a bit of fun about how people do mispronounce the name. But yeah, it's promote DAZN, and the idea was about as a fan or as an athlete being in the zone.
Well, thank you. Keep disrupting.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you.
And I'm Kristal Hart. Hope you've enjoyed the show, and thanks for watching.